You're the
Ready.
best.
And ready.
All right. Here with the new clubhouse leader, Lydia Ko. Just tell me when you finally felt the momentum really start kicking in, especially with those 4 birdies on your front 9.
Yeah, I had a string of birdies on my front 9. I teed off the back, so it was definitely a solid start. Overall, I didn't get into too much trouble, so I was kind of putting myself in play. And when I had an opportunity for birdie, for most parts, I was able to hole it, which is nice. And I didn't have a great time on the putting green last week, so to kind of see putts going in, I think it was definitely like a good imagery, and I tried to feed off that for the rest of the round.
Nothing like a little interruption from the plane above us. You made the turn, 3 consecutive birdies there on numbers 1, 2, and 3. Take us through what was working so well there as well.
Yeah, I hit it on the green for 2 on 1, hit 2 great shots, and then I hit one of the worst putts of the day, and I was like, man, I'm working way too hard for a birdie here. And then, I holed 2, again, medium length putts on 2 and 3. And, I think I just gave myself lots of opportunities. I felt like, it took me a little bit to get adjusted to the speed, just to kind of be aggressive out there. And when I felt like I put a good stroke and was aggressive and kind of had the right speed, it had good chances. And that's all you can do, right? Just put a good roll in it, and if it falls, great. If not, on to the next.
Absolutely.
So it seemed early on that the greens, I'm guessing, were slower than you anticipated.
We had pretty quick greens last week, so compared to Lake Nona, it is a little slower out there. But as long as the roll is pretty true, or you can, as players, we just got to get adjusted to it. And yeah, when it is a bit of a difference, I do think it takes a bit of time. But everyone's playing the same greens, so you just have to hopefully get adjusted as quick as possible.
Well, you start out, you made some good par putts. Did that kind of get you motivated? And
yeah, I made a good par putt on 11, and then everything else I had just good looks for birdies. But after starting off with a birdie on 1, and you kind of want to feed off that momentum, and holding that par putt on my second hole definitely helps with that. And I just tried to kind of keep looking forward and just play one shot at a time.
and then ball striking, how satisfied were you with your game today?
Yeah, I hit one very, very loose shot, but luckily it was in play, and I was able to set up another birdie chance. But other than that, it was overall pretty solid. Hopefully I'll be able to maintain the goods from today to the rest of the week.
Yeah, that was a great shot on 8.
8.
The third shot.
Yes, yeah. It's
Was
always
that a
nice.
putt?
It's always nice to tap in for a birdie for the next. Yeah.
Did you see something last week that told you would play really nicely this week?
I have not played this golf course before. This is my first time out here, so I personally didn't know what it would be like. I played with the president of the club yesterday in the Pro-Am, so maybe he gave me some good energy. I don't know. But they had like a course layout thing on the website, so I tried to take a peek at that. But you never know until you're here to kind of get your strategy right. And I do know that you have to drive it pretty well around here, and that sets up lots of good birdie opportunities. And for most parts, I was able to do that well. So hoping to continue that the next few days.
Were there a highlight or two in all those birdies you made?
The shot into 8, as you said, that was nice to kind of tap in for birdie. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to like pick one, but definitely the tap in is nice, makes it a little less stressful for the next one.
I know you talked about your ball striking, being happy with that, but just how overall satisfied were you with your entire game when you're hitting it so well, you think?
I think I'm just trying to be patient and not get too, like, if I do hit a loose shot, not get too carried away with that. I do think sometimes, I won't hit a good one, and then I will hit the next shot not with confidence, and I think that's a part of my game that I've been trying to do better, and I think I did that well last week, to kind of move on and just, this is a new shot, you just be committed to that and just hit it. And that's always a good mindset to be at, and definitely playing with Nelly and Lexi, who are some of the most aggressive players. I think that kind of helps me as well to say, hey, I'm just trying to put a good aggressive swing on it, and hopefully it ends up on the fairway or on the green. Yeah.
Did you know where you stood on the leaderboard?
At what point?
Like that you took the lead? At 7
I
under
mean,
was leading?
I knew that Danielle had shot 7 under. I think that's when I saw it on, like, when I was on 13 or 14 or something. But other than that, I don't really look at leaderboards that much. And this is the first day, so there's still a lot of golf to be played. Obviously, you know, I'm just trying to play the best golf I can, and if I end up on top like I currently am right now, that's great. But it's I know I'm playing against the best female golfers, but I'm trying to play the best golf I can and see what happens.
You did so many nice things last year. How would you describe your confidence level coming into a new season?
It was a fairly short off season, so actually going into last week, I felt very rusty. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen, but there were a lot of positives in the ball striking area that I actually thought wouldn't be as good. But you know, it's such a long season, right? You know, I'm trying to not get too caught up on, like, okay, if I start well, it's gonna end well. You know, it's just taking it one day at a time. You know, one tournament at a time, and see where I put myself. But yeah, you know, last year was definitely, you know, being back in the winner's circle helped with the confidence, and I felt like it proved it to myself than proving it to anybody else. And I think that's so important that I'm out there playing with confidence and just belief and not trying to control everything out there.
All right. Goodbye, me. Congrats today. Good luck
you.
tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.